Hey everybody, I'm Jimmy Smith from Bellator MMA, and this is Maggie, my 1969 Plymouth Barracuda 360 engine, Edelbrock carburetor. Everything else is stock like 1969. And today, you're rolling with me. Today is going to be a very tough day for me because I am rolling with Brandon Halsey, who is fighting for the middleweight title October 23rd, the former champ. Fighting this guy is going to be miserable. It's going to be tough rolling with him. He's athletic, he's explosive, he has all the physical gifts. Taking on a guy like that is so hard. And that's what I have to do today. What's up, Halsey? How you doing, man?
Fantastic. This is your ride?
This is my ride, man. Let me introduce you. This
nice.
is Maggie. Brandon, Maggie.
Maggie, nice to meet you. How's it hanging?
Good to see you, bro. How you doing, my man?
Fantastic.
You ready to roll?
Oh, yeah.
You can go ahead and look for a seatbelt if you want. It's not gonna help you in this car. You're wasting your time.
Yeah.
Now, style-wise, when you were wrestling, were you like that clubber kind of guy, or was it more a technical thing for you?
I was the guy that broke people. Like, it was either I got out in a big lead or I lost a match. So every single match, I was always the one in front, always leading the match.
When you were coming up, you know, in high school, when you were coming up in college, who were the guys you looked at and went, that's the guy I want to compete like?
You know, everybody says it's the Cael Sanderson. I saw that. It's like, who doesn't want to go 159-0 and be a 4-time NCAA champion? And he made it look so effortless, you know? So it's like, that was the guy, you know, I was in probably middle school, high school as he was coming up. So it was like, that's the guy I want to be.
That transition to MMA, going into, you didn't know how to box, you didn't know the jiu-jitsu, you didn't know a lot of those elements, like that gut check, learn to move on. Was it that kind of thing going MMA?
It pissed me off. I was like, you know, it's one thing to get taken down, but to get punched in the face, it just makes you so angry. Some people aren't able to adjust from it. They're like, they just go home like, oh man, I suck, I'm getting beat every day. So whenever you elevate yourself in competitions, you got to kind of analyze everything and see why it's happening.
Here we are, my man.
Let's do this.
HB Ultimate, man, takes me back. You know, this is where I started.
Oh, really?
Beach in Yorktown. Yeah, this is new. I haven't seen this.
Champions are grown right here, starting in HB.
Have some fun, man. You go for stuff. You go for things that are almost like pure jiu-jitsu, like the footlock you went for on Kendall Grove. Risk-taking stuff. When does that come in, man? A lot of wrestlers don't do that.
So, it's just like an opening in a shot. You know, I see, you know, working with Paul Herrera, he's kind of elevated my wrestling and taken it from a wrestling base to more of a submission base. It's kind of, you know, it's come second nature. It's like the positioning in a wrestling match. I'm able to start seeing those openings with the submissions and stuff, just like setting up a takedown.
Awesome, let's get one more, we'll get some more. Set a 5-minute timer. Coffee break. Brandon, you recently had a baby. Congratulations, by the way, little baby girl. Fighters are selfish. You're always thinking about my weight cut, I need my rest, I need this, I need that. You need to be focused really on yourself. Is it hard to convince yourself that fighting is the most important thing in the world when you have this thing that is now the most important thing in the world? Does it change things up?
Well, see, it's so hard because you think of it, this fighting's just temporary. I'm gonna have my baby for life. So, but it's trying to manage that time and trying not to be so selfish. It's the hardest thing to kind of balance those two, because as an athlete, you have to be selfish.
Self by necessity. Like, it's not a bad thing.
That's
you know?
the name of the game. You got to eat when you're supposed to eat. You're supposed to train when you're supposed to train. Your time is in essence is your most valuable thing, and putting it at the right time. But being able to balance that with a baby is just, it's been such a hard thing. But you can't let that time fly by and not spend it with your child, because once it's gone, it's gone.
Is it scary having a long-term child you're gonna be with the rest of your life, having to think long-term when, as a fighter, it's just about this next fight and this next performance? Is it scary opening up like that?
Oh yeah, my wife's like, you've changed totally. Like, before being married, before even having a kid, I was so relaxed. And I didn't care what
There's no future.
Yeah, there's like whatever. All I have to do is worry about me. I've learned that to kind of take the responsibility of being a new father is, just enjoy the day in my little girl right now, rather than trying to think about her future and putting her through school. Because if I do what I'm supposed to and what God put me on earth here to do, then anything's possible.
Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. Bow first, man. Oh, this is Jiu-Jitsu guy.
All right, tradition.
Man. Good luck to you, bro. Good luck to your training, man.